104.1 KRBE.
Let's go.
Good morning. The Roula and Ryan Show.
With Eric. It's about to get all stupid up in here.
Hey, sleepyhead.
Featuring Special K.
Nobody asked you, Kevin.
And Sam.
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula.
Macaroni cheese hot dog.
Ryan. I am the worst DJ ever. With Eric.
We're the champions of the world!
104.1 KRBE.
Good morning.
Good morning, Houston, Texas. It's 6 o'clock on the dot, Tuesday, June the 10th of 2025 with the gang. Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K. Sam's out, Mod's in, and here we go with a very special Tuesday edition of the show. It's Radio School. We brought that back from 2019. Remember our real long-time listeners, remember when we used to invite kids in here for a week? They were going into 6th grade, into 7th grade, or into 8th grade in the new school year. And we do a whole week of radio school with them, give them chances to bring up their ideas on the show.
And we talked about forever, like, Roula and I were so excited our kids could do it someday. Like
The year of COVID was the year your daughter Ari and my niece Evie were going to be radio school kids.
And after COVID, it just...
Yep,
we just
the world changed, and we really haven't been able to do that. But now you're having your own
more staff. It's harder when the less staff
Right.
to watch 15 kids.
Right,
Check them all
You've
in.
got a mini camp going on this morning.
And kids carried, all kinds of sicknesses and viruses. We can bring
Little
them in
rascals.
here.
We
Yeah.
gotta keep
Those
the
little
health.
rascals.
We gotta keep the health of the show.
Would you want to introduce who all is
They're
here
not
this
even all
morning?
in here, but
They're
yes.
all running around.
Of course they are. So Eric's daughter, Ava, was born 2 days after my daughter, Alexandra. And then I've got my daughter, Eleni. And the 3-pack is running this roost
They're doing
somewhere.
TikTok videos or something.
And then we've got MJ is back.
What's
MJ, say hi,
up?
buddy.
Actually, according to my calculations, I thought my name was Sandwiches.
Oh, your nickname.
His nickname, Sandwiches, is back.
Sandwiches!
What's up, buddy? Were you excited to be here again today?
Yeah, very excited.
And what was the specific reason y'all all wanted to come here today?
Honestly, I just wanted to come because the girls are coming, so why can't I come? So
Well,
But
what's
why
the
they-
date
but
today?
why do they wanna come?
What's the date today?
Try It Tuesday!
Yeah, try it Tuesday, 8 o'clock.
And what are we trying this morning?
This stuff should be good. It's all like from the British Isles
England
store.
food.
Yeah.
English food.
So British Isles is a grocery
Rice
store?
Village. It's,
No.
it's a store you can buy, like, if you're looking for any swag from
England. Anything
Ireland,
like Queen, King related.
wherever they own. The property.
Princess Catherine, Princess William, Princess Harry, Meghan Markle related. They have all this kind of stuff.
Tons of food to
Yeah.
shirts. You can get,
Teacups.
best of their flag, the Union Jack. You can get all that stuff.
And this place has been
glassware.
here for quite some time, or?
Yeah, it's been there a long time.
Oh
Actually,
my God, forever.
I drove by it all the time because that's where my vet is for my dog in that area. But like 2 weeks ago, I stopped in for the first time ever,
Really?
and I go, "Oh, they got food here. Let's try it."
Yeah,
my
Rice
daughter wanted to go.
Village.
That's what it was for Jellycat.
Oh, the Jellycat little stuffed animals that are very, very soft and very expensive.
And they're
like
collectibles.
ridiculously
They're
expensive.
collectibles. Like they had somehow they knew someone there. Some store goes, "Oh, this place has this one." I'm like, I don't get it.
So
I guess
you're
that's
on
how
the
they look at
hunt.
me with my bourbon.
Yeah, you're
I don't
right.
get it. My dad wants to buy this stuff.
Well, it's that collector gene.
Jellycat is a brand that's been around forever. Maybe over the last 25, 30 years, you might know the brand Gund, Gund. Very, very soft, little lovey stuffed animals. Super soft stuffed animals. So Jellycat has the same concept, but they have turned it into some kind of phenomenon, kind of like how Stanley was around for years and nobody cared, and all of a sudden the Stanley Cup is a thing. Jellycat's been around for a long time, but all of a sudden now it's a thing. They have like the Jellycat egg, the Jellycat blueberry, the Jellycat, duck, the
Now you go-
Jellycat penguin.
You had a Target I saw like in the middle of the store, like when you're walking towards the toys, that middle one.
I
They have all
really-
those stuffed animals that kind of copy Jellycat.
Yeah.
So personally, I really like these Better Togethers. That's like these two little magnet plushies that have a magnet on them.
Yeah.
And they stick together like they're hugging, and that's why they're called Better Together.
Until
they're
your
usually
dog gets it,
Exactly.
sandwiches, and then they eat a magnet.
If my dog gets it, it's me.
Yeah, what happens if a dog eats a magnet? You just got to walk around and wait for them to pass it?
No, you can't get to the magnet. I mean, the dog really has to
course
tear the
not.
thing up. But the reason they're called Better Togethers is because this thing is like baked potato and steak, or peanut butter and jelly,
Oh, that's cute.
or hamburger and fries, and
Yeah.
they've magnetized together the little pairing of them. That's
How
what
can you
he likes.
magnetize other things that don't match? Because it shouldn't matter, right?
You could, because now if you have a whole collection, like if we have pancakes and syrup, you could put pancake with the hot cocoa cup, or you could put the
Exist
marshmallow.
magnets.
Yeah, it's just little magnets that are in the fabric of the stuffy. So anyway, Jellycat will sell for $30, where a regular stuffy is like 9.
Yeah,
Wonder what
it
you-
looks regular to me. Like
It's
better
totally regular, but it's
together.
very soft to
Yeah,
mod.
that better
You have to
together.
The
say,
better together are plushier and
There are some
more
cute
soft.
things, but it's like, man, whoever makes these toys, man, they're smart.
They're banking. You guys are in the trenches right now, but then you got to ask yourself, at what point do you get rid of all this stuff? My daughter's bedroom, she's off. She's a full-grown adult living in L.A., and her bedroom it looks like it did when she was in junior high. It hasn't really changed, and all the stuffed animals and all that stuff. And I'm kind of at a point where now I'm like, kind of want to turn that into a spare room or something. And I was like, what do you do with all that stuff?
Give it back to her.
I think
That's
it's
what
still-
we do.
She's like, I
Tell
don't
her,
want
come
this
get it.
in my apartment
And
in
if you
LA.
don't
It's
want
so
it,
tiny.
I just
Then
store it.
we're gonna dump it.
Or if your house and you have room, I just store it somewhere.
I mean, I do have room, but I
tubs, put in your attic, and then when she has her place, what are those dolls I have? American Girl dolls.
Yeah, American Girl dolls.
expensive.
I got those in like a storage unit in a big old bin. There's like 10 of those things, but those
And then you
probably,
forget
those
your-
probably worth some money someday.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah, but you forget you're paying for that storage unit.
Yeah, but I mean, I have other stuff to store.
See, the debit draft
I don't-
is
I
the
don't
most
high-rise.
dangerous thing, y'all. I just found this app yesterday, and it's only, I think, $2.99. You install it on your phone, and it finds out every single debit subscription that you have, and it will cancel it for you, which is really cool. So I'm going to
I
test
had
that
a quick
out
question
today.
for you guys. Kevin, listen to this because you're in a real estate. If you're a realtor out there, or if this has happened to you, so yesterday we made an agreement on a house yesterday.
That's good. That's exciting.
And they
You and your wife are shopping?
We're going back and forth. We got the deal done. We signed the stuff, and then we sent it to them. And then at like 1:30, then all of a sudden, 7 at night, they sent a text saying, "Oh, they went with another buyer came in and paid full asking."
No, that
I'm like,
route, yeah.
you SOBs, you know what you did. You
They knew
used
they-
me.
You play, yeah, they played
I
you.
hope this place. I'm such an evil person.
Yeah.
I want this place to go down. I'm hoping it has. I'm hoping that they find crap on this place and they
and they have to dump
That's
it.
such
they
a
don't want
crappy
it, and then
game.
they come back to me. I'm gonna say, "Kiss my ass."
Oh, they
This
will come
exact
back.
At
thing.
what time
Walk
did you
away.
have the agreement? What time did y'all have the verbal agreement that we're in?
She had like the text saying they said like he's like they agreed to
accepted your
everything he did.
offer.
So that by 1:30 she had it all sent to him, and she's waiting. She's like, "What's going on?" So
It hurts your heart.
does.
Because
But
you
you
become-
got to be willing to walk away. The first house I
Well, you
ever
don't have
bought.
to.
I'm not
Hold on
walking
a second.
away.
It's not walking away. What are you
No.
talking
No, I
about? This
made
is
a-
basically
Are you listening?
stolen from you.
Yeah.
Eric, that happened to me and Tassos, our very, very first house. We had never bought a house before together. Exactly the same thing, Eric.
been on the market for
I am
2 months.
You know how
Oh,
for 2
yeah.
months.
Yeah, that's a
I'm
lot
not
of
saying
crap.
It was, I'm not saying it was like 1 week or anything. So you're just gonna say 2 months, and then all of a sudden they agreed, and then they must have went to.
They must have gone back to the other
other
person who was
people.
interested. Well, here's what they said.
Yeah.
You know how you said
were
when
using
you were
you.
dating
Yeah. I've been
Maggie,
used.
Yeah.
there were, like you couldn't go to Lupi Tortilla because it was like that's like a breakup spot or something. Lupi Tortilla was like on
Yeah.
your mark. Okay, there was an Escalante's off the Beltway at Town and Country Village, and Tassos and I for our very first house on Thursday night. We agreed to the house. We're like, oh my god. That's it. I'm on the air here, and the real estate agent sends a text at 9 a.m. And she goes, I think I need to meet you guys because something happened last night or this morning, blah, blah, blah. And I go, well, I can't get out of here till like 10:30. She goes, okay, can you meet us at Escalante's?
No, it's ruined 'cause of
Escalante's.
that.
We go to Escalante's, and she tells us, well, this other couple that was talking about it with you guys, they came in, they offered them like this much more money, and we were just like so gut punched sitting there.
Like I didn't even get it. Like if they had the call, and the guy didn't even. He was a breakup text.
What?
The guy, the realtor, he's such a wuss. And he's like, oh, they went with this other thing. So sorry. I'm like, he didn't even have the balls
So he
to call. So I was
avoided you in person.
I told my wife, I'm like, you call him, make
Wait,
him.
you're a
feel-
real estate agent? Or,
No, I mean my wife does it for us because
but I mean, still, who told you that part? Their agent?
Their agent.
Oh,
he's-
Eric, that's the worst.
So is it a done deal? Do those other people have it now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
their
guess,
money
yeah.
talks.
Until they go through stuff, maybe they'll back
Inspections.
out. If they do. It's like at the point now, I'm like, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Like,
You just
I'm
gotta
so
let it go.
revengeful, and then he's like, Eric, it's business. It's how business is done.
It's
I don't
true.
know. If I break up with a girl, I'd meet you face to face and we'd break up.
That's not
You
how it
do
works
this?
now,
Okay,
honey.
so I-
It's
I
called
know.
closure.
I made her call the guy up.
Oh
And
my
he was trying
gosh,
to-
Eric, I feel like that's how all of my
Just get-
real estate
do you get
deals
dumped on
end.
text?
Just get dumped on text.
Yeah.
I hate that.
The house that we just lost was on for 142 days and no one wanted it.
So you're like,
finally
perfect.
someone found it the same time we did, and they were going to drop it because the taxes were too high. Well, someone else was interested in it, us, and they're like, "Oh, I guess this is worth something." So they stuck with it. It's still, you know what? It's pending today.
Every day you're looking, you're like,
and
okay.
every day we are looking. It's past 60 days. I mean, I'm sorry, it's past 30 days. It's past 30 days. So maybe they had a 60-day closing.
And you're trying to see what the price is, what they sold it for.
Yes.
Okay, so that's another
bet
thing,
twice
Eric. You
following
could.
it.
I mean, I know you're burned and ticked off now, but there's the very first townhouse I got when I first moved back from the East Coast. You know, shopping in this little neighborhood, and the one that I was looking for was on the market. Like you said, Kevin sits around for like 100 days or something. And I thought, well, let me throw my offer over there, and then she shows me one that was bigger than mine for almost the same price. I go, why didn't you show me this one? She goes, well, that says option pending. I go, what does that even mean? I didn't even know. Option pending means basically somebody's tagged it and put their mark on it, planted their flag, and said, I'm going to buy this house. But then you have this window of inspections and stuff, and it could drop. The contract could drop, and they could just walk out away for no reason. And
But then
it
you wonder,
dropped,
you're
and I got it.
Then you're like, wait, it dropped. What?
Oh,
what
you
is it?
did?
What's
You
wrong?
get it? You got
The
a drop
townhouse
one?
I ended up living in for all those years. I got it from a contract drop because when the couple realized in inspections this thing needs new foundation and this townhouse community is going to refoundation the whole mall, like, you know, they're called malls.
Yes.
They didn't want to stick around for that. They wanted to move in like in the next 10 days, and that foundation work was going to take like 2 weeks.
So it worked
But
out
also,
perfect.
was there an assessment for all y'all to pay towards that?
I'm sure. You know what? I'm sure there was, but it
didn't
was
look
my
at-
first
she didn't
rodeo.
look at that.
Everybody knows it was. Like, what? I got to pay an extra 10 grand?
Who knows? So that's how I got it. So you could still think that maybe when they get their inspection report, but now you're just so burned on it, you probably don't even want it, right?
No. Even my father-in-law was like, you know, because he's into that world. He reads the inspection report. He was like worried
Yeah.
about a few things anyway. So he's like, yeah, everything happens for a reason, right?
Exactly right. Everything happens for a
But when
reason.
you're in that moment, you don't want to hear it.
And one thing I learned, if you're ever looking for a house, never tell your kids, because the first house I got them, this one we never even told them about. They have no idea.
Because you don't want to
He
get
was in
their
another
hopes
room,
up
they
too
can't hear
high.
this.
They're not listening.
But because the house we wanted had a pool, underground, in-ground trampoline. It had a room where I made the mistake of saying, ooh, we could maybe put a pickleball court there or something.
Doesn't matter how that extra space in the back.
Yeah, it's so big, and you don't find this in the inner loop area.
Well, I just read something has
okay.
changed in the last 2 months and that there's more inventory than there are buyers out there. So
Well, I think it's the interest rates are so high.
yeah.
Yeah.
No one's
So-
buying.
Well, if you guys want your house to be sold, have me go look at it and make a bid.
Yes, yes.
I got
Apparently
the
Eric
touch.
is
What is
the
that? The brown
magic.
touch for me? Gold touch for you?
Oh man, the magic.
I'm not giving up. I'm just going to stay in the high rise. Screw it.
So yeah, because you showed the kids that house with that in-ground trampoline, and they won't stop talking about it, and somebody else
By
bought
the time. And now we're both hurt, but then I talked to other people that said, good thing you didn't buy it. So everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, it's
And
going to
listen,
fall into the bayou.
When somebody shows you an inspection
I hope no one
report,
does. I'm going to pray for that. No, I won't pray that.
yeah, and
I say
here's-
my prayers.
And since we're in the tree of trust and it's 6 o'clockers, it's like little real estate adulting 101. When somebody shows you the inspection report, believe them.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's just making this up for, well, it
want
says
it.
it's got this much, it's got foundational problems or this and that. Believe it because they're showing you what the flaw of the house is.
But you fall in love with something.
This
you
almost
overlook
sounds
it.
like you guys are talking about a relationship.
It is.
It's true.
I mean,
you
like
have a relationship with your house for the
like
rest of
a
your
spouse,
life.
you know. I mean,
And actually,
It's the
your,
biggest purchase ever.
your house lasts longer than some marriages.
True.
ain't that
And then you
Very
fight
good.
over it in the
Yeah,
end
you
of the
in a
marriage.
house, you know what it's like.
Yeah.
She's
Thank God I still had it though.
She's still in it. Your first wife.
Oh my! You're talking about my first wife? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the only wife. Nobody else will marry me now.
So you got the brown touch in relationships. I have brown touch in houses.
Every person that rides
Thought
dates
I was
right
going to
after gets
be,
married
but
somebody
then
else.
I got dumped on my. Yeah.
All right, today on the Roula and Ryan show with Eric, like we said, it's Trite Tuesday. It's also radio school, which I find stunning that these three girls have found their way to do something else and not be in here while we're on.
Yeah, they haven't been in the
All
studio.
right, MJ's going to just entertain
Which is good
us.
because I told them, all right, just don't be jumping on. Just you got to have a plan.
I know, we told them that we can't just be like, all over the
This
place.
isn't a playground. We're professionals.
Are we?
Sometimes.
Well, weather today is going to be not so great. Scattered showers and storms. These are bad storms we're talking about here that will last through the afternoon into the early evening. Some of these storms could bring strong hail and winds of 60 miles per hour.
Oh, hell.
So it is going to be storming today.
What time?
It says that it's
What does
going
your
to
iPhone
develop
say?
midday. No, I'm on ABC13.com right now.
So they
the
broke it down by
time.
hours? I know,
Oh, not
retro
again.
time. Don't
Oh,
even
that-
say it.
You've
Don't
got the
even
whole
say it,
grid
Kev.
here. No, it just looks like
I mean,
midday
that's
is what
that
it's
time of
saying.
year.
Well, it was the anniversary. It was a couple weeks ago. That's crazy. And Beryl came barreling down.
Oh, no.
4th of July
Oh,
week.
Lord, I
We
remember
got
that.
hit early
yeah.
with that stuff. Let's not even think it. Let's just be like, okay, it's just a
Please,
rainstorm.
all
Let's
I
get
care
through
about
it.
is I don't want to lose power.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want any hail damage on my new truck.
Oh,
And
that's
don't, yeah, you don't want that. That's great. Hey, happy Father's Day, Dad. What are we doing this weekend? Oh, I got to get all these dents out of my truck because of the hailstorm. All right, we'll be back with Scoop next on the Roula and Ryan Show there.
From Hollywood to H-Town.
Celebrity Scoop on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
It's brought to you by Taqueria Randas. And if you're just tuning in and joining us for today, it is Radio School Day. That's what Eric and I are calling it because our kids are here behind the scenes. My son MJ is visiting. He wanted to come back for Try It Tuesday, but so did our girls, Ava, who is Eric's daughter, and then my two girls, Alexandra and Lenny. But they've disappeared since we got here. Lenny just walked in.
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
We're doing karaoke. It's really fun.
Where?
Karaoke at 6 in the morning?
You
No.
did in
There's
Studio
like
104?
there's like a studio like over
Get closer to
there.
the mic.
The stage?
There's a stage over there, and we've been playing.
Oh, in Studio 104.
Oh, nice.
Wow, you guys are really awake for right now. Like active.
Yep.
Usually they go to bed around 5 o'clock.
Oh, my
know.
gosh.
Yeah.
Now, do any
Virtual
of
sleepovers.
y'all drink coffee?
Oh, God, no.
No.
She wants to try to
MJ
drink it.
does.
No.
And Lenny, you've tasted it before, though.
I had it like a few times.
You've had it a few times.
Yeah.
Not your thing?
Don't
Don't
like
worry, Ryan doesn't like it either.
Don't let
No.
me drink it.
No, I won't.
And neither does your dad. I don't think either of us ever drink coffee.
I don't drink
Not
that.
my thing either.
My husband loves coffee. I
That's
love coffee.
that's all the time.
It's good
Oh,
for
yeah,
you.
yeah, we drink it all the time. All right, I guess as you were, go back to the
I guess
karaoke party.
The day I start drinking coffee to go to work is the day I know I'm beaten down. Just I
Yeah.
don't want,
It's
I don't
time
want
to hang this up.
So crazy.
That's why I know my hang up the headphones.
You
For
are
me.
terrible.
Because I don't drink coffee.
I love coffee.
And if I need that, like I've had such crappy jobs my whole life.
Addicted.
Addicted.
We have a human sound effect machine here.
Yeah,
Call
he
me
is.
addicted to
Hey,
my
can you
iPad,
say
so
go
I call you
outside?
addicted to coffee.
Sandwiches. Can you say go outside, nerd?
Go outside, nerd.
All right, MJ. Let's do the best movies to watch with your dad. Now, MJ hasn't seen any of these because he just has. I mean,
He's
actually, no.
10.
He's seen one of them. He's
All right.
seen one of them. This is a list from Good Housekeeping. They put up the list of the 45 best movies
That
to watch
still
with your
exists?
dad.
Good housekeeping?
It's just their website. They don't have the actual magazine.
They
But
don't
I
have
mean, maybe they do
magazines
have a
hardly.
magazine. But we can just do the top 10. The top 10 is one is from 2023. I've never heard of this one. Maybe you guys have.
Lay it on me.
Number 10 is Asteroid City.
Never heard of it.
It's
Which one's that one?
who's that
2023.
Houston director we were just
Oh,
talking about?
yeah,
Wes Anderson?
Yeah, that's one of his movies. I can't tell you what it's about. But
Okay,
yeah.
well,
His
that's
movies
interesting.
are
It's made the
usually
list.
quirky and
It's
weird.
really pretty.
Yeah.
It's colors.
Okay.
Yes.
Number 9 on the list of best movies to watch with your dad, 1989's Parenthood. Didn't we just mention this yesterday about Steve Martin, how he's looked old since he was 30?
Yeah. He's always looked old. He's always had that gray hair.
Yep,
the
but
white
that's like
hair.
a dad thing, yeah, because
Yeah.
he's trying to get that old guy's
It has,
That
it
famous
has two
actor was
different
his dad.
storylines of dads.
or three,
It's
right?
Really 3, right? Because it's his storyline with his kids and his wife, and then the dad that has the youngest son that the other kids are like, you're always giving him an
Yeah.
out. You're always helping him
He's
with
like a
money.
grown up. He's a loser. Like
Yeah,
just-
he's always like taking the dad for like, oh, dad, I have this great investment idea. It's like, okay, son. They're like, what are you
okay.
doing?
yeah.
And I can't remember the third dad storyline, but anyway.
I've seen
It's
it
called Parenthood.
once, but yeah.
do whatever you want.
What? MJ, what?
I said, okay, son, you can do whatever you want.
All right, number 8. Again from 2023. Best movies to watch with your dad, The Iron Claw. Anybody?
Oh
That
yeah,
sounds so
that's the Von
familiar.
Erichs, the wrestling
Oh, yeah,
family.
that's
Okay.
really
Yeah.
sad.
What's sad is that
It is
everyone's like,
sad.
"This is so sad." I'm like, "Do you know they cut off like out like another death from a son, a brother?
Yeah.
and they made it. It could have been way more depressing."
Yeah. It's a grim
so
movie.
the Von Erichs are a wrestling family that all
Out of
died?
Dallas, well, only one survived.
Yeah, one of them's
Whoa.
alive still.
The rest
but-
like suicide and
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's not
It's
the
a
best
really-
movie to watch with your dad.
Yeah, I
But
don't
it's-
think so.
No,
Lord.
it's
I think it's a
depressing.
dad thing because
Yeah.
their dad Fritz.
Yeah.
Their dad is
Very
horrible. I mean,
It wasn't horrible. He loved him. He loved wrestling.
but he pushed
And he's
him.
an old school, guy from the 20s or whatever.
So it's a guy. If you have a dad that pushed you in sports, that's the movie for you.
But they loved him,
It
and they
shows you
worked
how
their
bad
butt
it
off
could
for
be.
him, and they had the family business together. So
Okay. Number 7 is from 1962. Best movies to watch with your dad: To Kill a Mockingbird.
We had to watch that in school, I remember.
Yeah, and I
My
read
kids
the
had
book
to
in
watch it.
school.
Kill a
Atticus Finch.
Mockingbird?
Yeah, Atticus Finch, the attorney. Number 6, 1989's Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Harrison Ford and his father, Sir Sean
That's a fun
Connery.
one.
I don't think I ever saw that one.
That's the only one I've seen, and I didn't even see the whole thing. I just know how.
Remember
it ends.
where at the
Temple
end,
of Doom?
Temple of Doom's the worst one, I think.
No, I saw Crystal Skull because I had to do that KRBE premiere.
Oh,
Crystal
okay.
Skull.
No, the worst one is
the
the
worst.
last one they just did like about a year and a half ago. That was so horrible.
Oh, like the first two.
Can somebody
But
please?
they're safe to watch.
Yep.
yeah.
How about this one not being safe to watch? Can you imagine my 10-year-old watching this with my husband? 2018's A Quiet Place. That's number 5 on the list of best movies to watch with your dad. I don't think so.
not that
I guess
bad.
because it's a dad trying to save his family.
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
That's why they're going for it.
1989 is Eric's number 1. This number 4 is Eric's number 1 from
Oh,
1989.
89? It's easy.
Oh,
I know that.
What is it?
Field of Dreams.
Correct.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Dad,
It really is.
You want to play Catch Dad?
Although I watched it again, didn't
Have a
hit,
catch?
didn't hit as hard until the end.
Yeah.
Then I realized whenever I'm watching like on TBS or TNT, whatever channel has it,
Yeah.
I always somehow catch it near the end, and that's the only part I really
I think
like.
that's the line where he says, when I have a catch, that's just like, oh.
That is where Kevin Costner builds a baseball field in his cornfields, even though his house is about to go under. And speaking of adulting in real estate, he's behind on his mortgage. They're about to foreclose. All right, number 3, 1972 is The Godfather.
That's
Best
a good
movies
movie.
to
It's a
watch
good
with your
That's a good one to
dad.
watch with your dad.
Yeah.
They said the Goldfather.
The Goldfather? No, that's
the
Gold.
Golden
Goldfather,
Child?
Part 2.
Yeah, number 2 is the only movie my 10-year-old son has seen on this list from best movies to watch with your dad. 2003. MJ, what's the movie?
Finding Nemo.
No, I'm not
Oh,
watching that
God.
with my.
That would be torture for me.
No.
Exactly.
What?
It's
Come
true.
That's
on.
on,
It
on
is so
Sunday,
cute.
It's a
my daughter
cute
came
movie.
home and
It is
said, let's
cute.
watch a movie.
I guess if your kid's
I don't
like-
want to watch that.
It,
The kid's 10,
I hate the
maybe.
part where it's like the little girl at the fish tank and she's like, twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Oh, yeah,
hitting
that
on
little
the-
girl, Darla.
Oh, she-
She's
yeah.
banging on the aquarium.
There's
glass.
those
on the
creepy
glass.
kids in there that
I
torture
know, with the
toys
braces.
or fish.
Yes, like Sid from
Yeah.
Toy Story is terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, the number 1 best movie to watch with your dad, according to this list, from 1987, it's Raising Arizona with Nicolas Cage and Holly Hunter and John
What?
It's a
Goodman.
funny
I
movie,
didn't
but
see
it's not great.
Yeah.
They basically steal one of the
Coen Brothers?
octuplets. There's a rich family that has 8 babies,
Mm-hmm.
and they steal one because she's barren. She's a cop, and she's like, "Hi, you can give me one of those babies, hi." And basically, him and his prison buddy steal a baby.
Yeah. What about the movie we always talk About Time?
Oh yeah, that didn't
love
make the
that
list.
movie.
That's the ultimate dad-son movie.
Like if you
That's
like,
a really good one. We should.
if you liked Love Actually, it's the same people that did Love Actually, and it's really
But
good.
but it's not like the same.
Not the same
no.
concept,
Just
but
the same director.
it's
but the
safe
feel.
For, it's safe for kids. Love Actually not.
no.
Yeah, good point.
I don't know why they put that stupid storyline in there. You can never watch it.
Our
like-
friend Jake, Jake
Hamilton.
Stakes, he was interviewing the redhead guy.
Oh, Dom Hall Gleason.
Yeah, because he's got a new movie out. I
Wow, what a name.
I know.
Dumb
and,
Hall?
we found out his
Dumb
dad
Hall.
is famous.
His
His
dad-
dad is from well, look, I know him from
Played
the
in
movie
that
Troy.
show, Mr. Mercedes. He's
Yeah,
in that.
you know him when you see him. He was one of the. He's if you ever saw Troy with Brad Pitt, he's the king that Helen of Troy leaves.
Okay, he's in 28 Days Later. I know.
Yeah,
him
that's
from
it.
that.
28 Days Later.
Yeah.
That's his dad. So it's like a family business.
Yeah, you've seen him.
He's a character actor, not typically a leading man.
Well, anyway. So yeah, it's family business. Father's Day. Father's Day's this weekend. Don't
and we should
forget
talk about
your
Father's Day
dads.
coming up next. Like, maybe if you're a dad listening right now, what do you want? Maybe you gave maybe you're a female and you gave your dad a gift last year that he really loved it. What was what
was the hit?
Because people always say, "Oh, guys are so hard to buy for." No, we're pretty simple creatures.
And
We just want to be appreciated. We just don't need underwear or socks. I've been seeing a lot of memes like that. That shows
God, no.
shredded underwear going, guys, just hold on. Father's Day is in 4 days.
And when it's down to the threads separating from the elastic
You'll get your
band.
big underwear gift.
But the things that they're promoting for us, Eric, as moms and wives and daughters, how many more grill spatulas do you need?
Right.
Oh, I know.
Right.
My God.
No
it's
more,
like
please.
Grill dad. It's number 1 grill dad. What if your dad doesn't like to grill?
Well, if you like liquor, there's something. There's a place around town. They will. There it is.
Yeah.
There's something that they do around certain stores. they'll tell you rookies what to do for the person that you love, that you want to get them some liquor, and I want you to watch out for it. I'll tell you what to be careful.
Okay, don't get duped by this. Okay, so 833-390-KRBE. If you had some great idea for a gift and it was an epic hit for Father's Day, share with us what you got, and Eric will give you the liquor warning next.
Be careful.
On the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
From the Bell Furniture and Beataville Prices Traffic Desk, got some construction going on. I-10, the Katy Freeway westbound between 45 to North Freeway.
Back to the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Okay, it's Father's Day weekend this weekend, so don't forget the father in your life. And if you're in the Sad Dad Club because your father has passed on, well, acknowledge him, remember him. The cemetery will be busy on Sunday. Not as busy as on Mother's Day, but it's busy on Father's Day. I know too much cemetery culture. However, there are always people who are just stumped for a gift for Dad. Dads are like, I don't need anything. I'm fine.
Who all is responsible for getting Dad a gift? Like, in other words,
Adult kids should absolutely acknowledge their fathers.
what if,
Wives should acknowledge their husbands? Yes.
Should like a wife
They
get
don't
in
have to,
something
because-
nice?
When
Yeah,
we
just
do-
like the husbands get for the wives.
But when we do Mother's Day, we always talk about how the guys say, I don't want to, you're not my mom. If they don't get you a gift,
You don't get
ladies,
them
you
one.
don't get them a gift.
He's not your daddy.
Or you go the other way and you get him something really, really good and make him feel guilty.
Unless he's a total caveman
terrible, Eric.
ogre and doesn't get it.
You're right.
He might be an ogre, Eric, and not get it. He might be like,
thank
oh,
you."
awesome. You'd be like, dang it, I
No,
backfired.
even he'll still go, oh yeah, I didn't get you anything.
And what'd you get again? Okay, before we get to the calls, well, should we do the calls real quick and then you tell us the,
Not just
the
that two
liquor
seconds.
trick? The
Basically
liquor
just-
trick.
And I love this place. I love Total Wine, but they were really good. And Specs does it too. But they'll help you with your, like, can I help you? Yes.
What are you looking for? Yeah.
My dad likes bourbon. He likes to drink bourbon. Well, have you tried this one? And they'll do like their store picks, or they'll do some brand that's like $85, and it's
They want to move that off the shelves.
yeah, it's just like it's their brand, or it's like their.
There's
They've got
some
an
motive to
incentive,
promote
yeah.
it. Motive to
Yeah.
promote.
So a few people have given me stuff. I'm like, where'd you find this from? Oh, they said it's really good. I'm like, and it's not bad. I'm just,
Well, where-
why'd you pay so much for this price? Try and find out what they like.
Okay.
Like, what do you mean what they like?
Like if they like Four Roses single barrel. Like I like
Okay.
that one. It's under like $50, and that's a good one. And you know that you've seen it on their shelf. You see they like that. Get that. Don't worry about trying to buy them something crazy expensive.
Something new.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah,
I'll
be
find
careful of the new
something.
ones.
I'll find something online and then try to go in the store and find it. Of course, I can't find it. There's too many there, and then I don't want to ask anyone because they're going to point me, like you said, in the wrong direction.
yeah. They'll get you something different that's more money. Or
So the trick is
And I'm
don't
not
listen
saying
to
all-
the guy who's going to point you into
and they all
some
do
direction.
it. That's why it's like, can I help you, sir? No, I know more than you. Leave me alone.
People don't know more
I know
than that.
more than you.
It's from Parks and Rec when
Parks
Ron
and
Swanson.
Rec.
did that.
Okay.
Oh,
Home
Ron
Depot.
Swanson.
Yeah.
Remember he said that?
So if I don't
I'm
know
saying be careful.
more
You
than
like
them,
that.
I'll say, okay, sure, I guess.
Or just, hey, you got a phone? Use your phone real quick and say, hey, what are top 10 bourbons to get your,
under 50
So
bucks.
put a little
Under
thought
50
into
bucks.
it, is what you're saying.
or do some research. Look for yourself. Just be careful.
So you're saying if it's under 50 bucks, it doesn't make it a bad bourbon.
No, use some good stuff.
That's good.
Buffalo Trace is always as good to have every day drinking. But if you want
Everyday
to,
drinking.
every day.
everyday sipper they call it. Like,
We're doing the Friday
stuff that
Father's
you
Day
could-
special.
the stuff that you have for special occasions, like when we,
A session bourbon,
yeah.
like a session beer.
Let's go to Becky. Becky had a good idea for a Father's Day gift that works better than regular gifts. Hi, Becky. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Who's the father in your life that you are
I-
gifting, and what's the gift?
Well, it was my dad. He's passed away, but this is what I always did for him because he was also one who always had everything. So typically I would look in the paper, see who was number one in baseball, and I would buy Astro tickets playing that team, and we would go have daddy-daughter time.
That's awesome.
And
That's
Astros
sweet.
games, we always got those memories rather than just something else to put in his garage.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
So an
That's
experience.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, and also speaking of the Astros game, on Father's Day, the Stros are playing here at Daikin Park. They are taking on, who's that? TC.
Oh, Carlos Correa's coming home.
Is that the Twins?
Yep.
Why am I'm understanding the
Twin
C?
City.
Yeah.
Oh, Twin City. I was thinking Minnesota Twins. Where's the C? Okay, got it. So that's June 15th, and the first 10,000 fans get an Astros River hat presented by Houston Methodist. You also can add a Father's Day cooler bag.
Like if my kids,
for $48.
That's pretty cool. I mean,
because the White Sox are playing them this week, and that's the team I grew up with.
Oh.
So but I'm not going to. It's a weekday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday games.
It's kind of hard.
Can't.
You can do group tickets.
Our
all
job,
kinds of
but
stuff.
I mean, she's onto the right path
That's
there.
smart.
I
I like
mean,
that.
giving an experience, a
And
memory.
good memories for her. Her dad has passed on, and she has those memories
Well,
of
even
taking her dad
movies.
to the Astros game.
There are those
It's great.
places where
Thank you, Becky.
they get the recliners now and the drinks and food. That it's like $50 it adds up to, like the iPick place. That's expensive.
It's fun though.
Do you know that I still have never been to iPick?
Me neither.
No.
Not one time, Maud. We should go together for the first time. You're like, I don't know. Let's see if we fall
They used to
asleep,
have
take a
the
nap.
crispy rice with the tuna on it.
They did?
That's kind of
Really?
weird to have in a movie
Wait, a
theater.
movie theater
Wow.
serves crispy rice with tuna.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fancy.
Fresh tuna.
iPick's fancy.
Yeah, I don't think I've been to that one. Then
Mary's up next. You've been to iPick. You just didn't
I
order
have.
that. You've talked about going to iPick before.
we would go to Marquee Center and get the 4D experience where the chairs shake.
iPick's over at what?
iPick is in River
Right,
Oaks?
yeah, River
District?
Oaks.
Near the
Okay.
Galleria, kind of.
Yeah.
The River Oaks area they call it, even though it's
Yeah.
not River Oaks because River Oaks is
It's
further
not,
down.
right.
It's
River
just
Oaks-
before Highlandville.
I have
Yeah.
no idea why they decided to call the River Oaks District that because it's
Yeah.
not even close.
Right.
But anyway, that's more confusing things for newbies coming to Houston. All right, let's go to Mary on the line at 833-390-KRBE. What's a good idea you've seen or you've gotten for a dad in your life? Mary, good morning.
Hey, good morning. I love y'all. I've been
thank you.
listening forever.
Thank you so much.
Just have to say, my middle son, he's a singer and piano player here in Houston, and his algorithm for Instagram, I think, is set for all things music. And he found this company that they make like mugs and phone cases and stuff like that out of old, like retro cassette cases.
Oh,
like
that's
the
cool.
ends of them.
Oh,
And they actually look like the actual albums. Like I can remember, like we just got Billy Joel, like the mug and the phone case and everything for my husband for Father's Day. But we gave it all to him yesterday because it came in the mail and he saw,
Oh,
anyway.
he saw it. Yeah.
But
So-
he loved them. I mean, it's the actual cases that, like the Stranger and Streetwise Serenade, Piano Man. They actually look like the ends of the cassette
And it's
cases.
wrapped,
back in the
so
day.
it's wrapped around the coffee
Yeah.
mug.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
So you
Yeah,
can
and
pick.
the phone case.
So you pick any artist that had like Elton John, and then it'd be all of his.
Yeah.
Can you do
Yeah,
mix and
there's like-
match? Like, say you have a band you like, but they only have they don't have much of a catalog.
Yeah, they did have like a few like 80s ones or classics or even classical music and I mean there's just a ton of stuff on there.
What's
I was
the name of
surprised
this?
they even- It's called M as in Mary, M Turvo, TERVO Design, and they just make everything
M
like
Turvo.
that. M Turvo Design, and they even had Cyndi Lauper, Alanis Morissette.
There you go.
all
That's
kinds
fun.
of stuff.
Wow, that looks
Cool.
really
That's a good
cool.
idea.
I'm looking at pictures of it. It looks there's phone cases you can make out of the cassette. The what do
Kevin
you
should
call
get
this?
that.
The binder of the cassette tape.
So cool.
That is
Yeah.
really neat.
Thank
if
you
you're-
for the
if you're an
suggestion.
80s kid or 90s kid. Thank you so much, Mary. M Turvo
welcome.
Design.
Have a great day.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you've got any more, you
Thank you.
can leave them on the listener line, 713-278-VENT.
I like stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
And-
really cute.
Yeah, I think we're if you're just waking up and just tuning in, we're talking about Father's Day, and I know it's tough for some people because you don't. Maybe your dad's not here. My dad was a presence on this show, and he passed away 10 years ago. Hi, Molly. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Oh, my God. Y'all are my favorite, only radio station I listen to every morning.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Molly.
Okay, so I have a strange request.
Mm-hmm.
I have a great grandson who's 5.
Okay.
He lives with his dad. His mom walked out of his life, okay, who happens to be my granddaughter. I want to give him something to show him how much I appreciate him and love him. And I need a suggestion.
For your great grandson's dad. That's what you're
Dad,
saying.
yes.
And how old is he?
He's 5 years old.
No, the dad. How old is
Dad.
dad?
Yeah, how old is the dad?
Yeah. What's
He-
it?
He's 35.
Okay.
Okay.
Does he like? Does he know anything he likes? Like
It's like Astros?
sports?
Y'all, he loves everything. He is a tattoo artist. He has his own tattoo shop.
That's great.
You can give him some business by giving him a plug. That's
Oh,
giving him
yeah.
some-
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
What's the name of his
Give him a
tattoo
shout out.
shop?
Yeah. Well, what's the shop name?
It's Ink by B off of I-45.
45 and what?
Wayside.
Okay.
Well, look at that.
South
He might get some business today and be like, why was I so busy today?
That's cool. Ink by D.
Ink by D.
Honestly,
He's a
that
tattoo
last
artist.
caller before you, that's a great suggestion, too. That mug and, the M Turvo design.
I think she wants to be a little
Like she
more-
wants some big.
Yeah, I
I
think
think the Astros game could be a good idea on Father's
If
Day if
that's
it's in
a
your
great-
budget, because you can
yeah.
find some budget-friendly ticket prices.
Him and,
Oh, yeah.
Molly?
him and his son can go too.
Yeah, the two of them can go together. Molly, how about that? Does that sound like something you could do?
I think so. Yeah.
How about do they have certificates like coupon? Like you could buy like
I don't
bucks,
know.
Astro bucks, so they could get
I'm
they could take
actually
it with them.
retiring next month to be with him.
Oh.
Oh, to be with your great-grandson?
Yes,
Oh,
I
nice.
actually moved in across the street from them to
Oh.
help race him.
That was awesome.
You
That's
awesome.
fantastic. That's fantastic.
If somebody
So-
has ideas, hold on, maybe we can send them your way. But I like the idea of going to the Astros game and then maybe buying their drinks and stuff and food, 'cause
Yeah.
that's expensive too.
It is expensive.
That
What's it-
shows. But I just don't know if they do like coupon type things. You know what I mean? They're
Well,
certificates
I mean,
where you
maybe
buy.
just like Venmo him some money, I guess. I
Is
don't
that
know.
impersonal?
It's not the same. Do you give him the tickets and say, and here's $50 for you to buy?
What, do they
You
do
mean
that?
like a
food.
Daikin Stadium gift card?
Yeah, gift card.
Like
Yeah.
it works at all of the different Aramark
You can either buy an air
stations.
conditioner.
Yeah, I've
You buy a
not
hot
seen
dog and an air
that.
conditioner.
And real quick, Molly, tell us
Cisco
this-
gift card.
Tell us this amazing dad's name. What is your great grandchild's father's name that you're shopping for?
Zachary Acosta, which
Zachary.
he goes by V-E-E, yes.
VEE.
And you want to just acknowledge him because he's a fantastic dad whose wife left him with his son and he's raising
And
him.
it was ink by D or ink by V? V.
V.
V with V, V-E-E. I think it's called the Ink Plug.
Ink plug. All
Oh,
right.
I thought it was called Ink by
Yeah.
V. Okay.
No, Ink
I don't
by
know, one of those.
V512 on Instagram. I found him.
Oh,
Okay.
He's on the
Yes.
Gulf Freeway.
Nice.
Yes.
And Wayside.
Look at you.
Awesome.
Well, Molly, thanks for listening to our
got a
show.
good
We
heart.
appreciate your loyalty to us and your loyalty to your family. Thank you so much for acknowledging Zachary, and I hope he has a great Father's Day. You come up with something great.
Thank y'all.
All right, honey. Thank
Take
you
care.
so much.
Families come in many different forms. You just have really stepped it up as a great grandmother, too.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And Fridays, we usually take calls on people to acknowledge the dads in their lives. And I still remember the guy who called in. He was like in tears because he said when he was growing up, he was so terrible to his stepdad. And he just was in tears because remember that call? He was like, he was the best dad I could have ever asked for. I feel so bad. I was so mean to him.
It's teenagers, man.
Yeah.
They can't help it. It's just
I know.
we're all blank holes.
I know. What's up with that? Okay, coming up next. Speaking of that, maybe you're looking to get revenge on somebody
Gonna
who
get
messed with you.
Back at the blank hole.
That's what you're going to do. You're getting back at the person that messed with you. Revenge is next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.